Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of How to Be a Best. Almost everything I'm wearing in my videos are from my shop, which you can find in the link in the description of this video. Like this amazing reworked cropped blazer. So this is actually going to be a very weird video because at the end of it, I'm gonna reveal to you a very dirty secret that I have, but you have to wait up until the end of this video. So today the topic is tit for tat, which is actually a very important rule every bitch knows in order to have balanced relationships. It doesn't always go to boyfriends and men. So today I'm kind of expanding the issue. Of course, it starts with boyfriends and relationships because this is a channel dedicated to relationships, but it can go on a wider field as well. If you have been in this channel for a long time, you know that I always say that we have two categories of men: the men that have something to offer to us, that are honest, that want to invest in a relationship, and then we have the men that are not emotionally available, that don't want to do anything for you, that prefer to take the feminine part, are very aggressive towards women, that think that women will take advantage of them because they are afraid of giving and of being the real man in the relationship. They want to be treated like princesses and so on and so forth. But there is this difficulty that a lot of good girls have, and I keep seeing this pattern repeating itself. This is why I wanted to make this video. The tit for tat rule is actually very simple. Treat the people you have around you the way they treat you. And I'm gonna break it down to you in terms of what kind of people I mean. First, let's go to boyfriends, husbands, partners in general. It doesn't matter how much you love the other person. So this technique has two specific steps. As I always say, I'm giving you reality the way it is, and I'm talking about an issue, and I'm always giving a solution. This has nothing to do with theory. If you just want to hear theory and analyzing situations, you have to go to another channel. Dr. Bitch is very practical and is here to give you solutions to the problem. It's always a solution. You're never alone, and you're never like, I don't know what I have to do right now. So this rule is very important, the tit for tat technique. So when there is something off with the relationship that we have, let's get it started with a boyfriend, husband relationship that you have, a man that you're dealing with. Let's say that something is off. Let's say that you feel disappointed, you feel that you don't get the attention that you want. So the first thing that you need to do in order to apply the tit for tat technique is to take all the emotion out of the situation. That's the first part. I know it's difficult, and I'm gonna give you a tip for that to make it easier for you. Try to see the situation like it's not you, like you have a friend and she is dealing with this man. So while you see the situation from a distance, you get the emotion out of it. And again, if you have been here for a long time and you are a subscriber from day one, you understand that we don't do emotions a lot. We do emotions with our kids or our pets. When dealing with men, logic goes first. Men are there to create a better situation for us, a better life for us. So you take out the emotion. That's the first step in order to apply the tit for tat technique. And the second step, you treat them the way they treat you. This is very important because people show you how you should treat them. It's not difficult. It's not rocket science. It's there. But the good girl doesn't want to see reality the way it is. So she makes these scenarios of, he had a bad childhood. That's why he's treating me like this. His ex-girlfriend cheated on him. That's why he has trust issues. You will hear these things always coming from a good girl. Are you getting paid to be his therapist? Are you getting paid? I'm asking you. Because if you're not, why the hell do you care about his childhood? Didn't you have a bad childhood as well, or other kind of traumas that you're trying to deal with? So if a guy is talking to you like every day and he wants to get closer to you and he comes off as hooked on you, and out of the blue he starts ghosting you, and then a month later he texts you and he's like, hey, I'm sorry, I was so busy, blah, 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 blah. What do you do according to the tit for tat technique? You multiply the absence and then you do exactly what he did because you need to teach him a lesson. So if he ghosted you for 1 month, you get back to him 2 months later. Got it? This is how it works. You have a man that doesn't make plans with you. It's always the last minute. You do the same. He calls you and he's like, are you free this Friday? You always have to be like, I'm meeting my friends. Let's reschedule for next week. If he doesn't pick up the phone, then you have to make it difficult for him to reach you as well. So, what I'm trying to say here is that although you wanted a different behavior from this person, although you're hurt, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because if you keep this balance and if you do tit for tat, you don't invest a lot of yourself in there. You protect yourself. You don't get your time wasted with losers. The tit for tat technique is going to save you from getting hurt, from getting abandoned, from getting cheated on, from wasting years and years with the wrong people. So be very careful. We apply the tit for tat technique when we can feel that something is off in any kind of relationship. Be very careful. We can always tell when something is off. It's not your fault. When something is off, you always do the tit for tat technique. When he is treating you perfect, you don't have to do anything. You're good. But when there is a messy situation, when there is something that you feel that is not going very well, it's not you. Apply the tit for tat technique and you will save yourself. Now, let's talk about friendships. You meet this girl, you like her a lot. You're always like, hey girl, I'm always here if you need anything. Call me anytime. Or where do you want to go? You gonna go there? Yeah, let's do that. But when it's your turn to pick a place or to have an issue and you really need some support, she's not there for you. Or she comes off as very distant, as non emotional. She doesn't care about your needs. She just wants somebody to talk to, and you're filling this space. So apply the tit for tat technique here as well. When she calls you and she's like, let's go to that place, you go like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to go there. Let's do this instead. She's always calling you for some support to share her issues, and she's never there for you. Whenever you see her name on your phone, you don't pick up. You answer days later, like, I'm so sorry, I was a little busy. And then you use her only to go out for a drink, to have fun. Tit for tat. This is what she has been doing for you as well. I know that you want a committed friendship, and I'm sure you will get it. But not all the people can be as committed as you, as sensitive as you, as a good listener as you. So you need to protect yourself from all this BS. Tit for tat here, and it will save you time. It will save you from getting yourself hurt. But first, before you do the tit for tat technique, don't forget to take all the emotion out. Oh yeah, she's not always there for me, but you know what? She's my childhood friend and I've known her from when we were 16 or we went to school together. We have so many memories together. It does not matter. It does not matter to her. Why should it matter to you? Tit for tat. Take the emotion out, see things as they are. As I always say in this channel, I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm giving you reality the way it is. Maybe in your head, she is something like a romantic friend from when you were a little girl and you feel this bonding. But no matter how you feel, she is there to use you. She is there to get something from you. And you are here to protect yourself and turn yourself from a good girl to a bad. This is why you're here in this channel. So get yourself together and tit for tat here again. Now let me go to something more difficult. Family members. That's the worst case. You have so many memories with these people. These people may be your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, people that are very, 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 very close to you. And you would love to see them support you in any kind of way. You would love to have a mother that says something good about you. You would love to have a supportive sister. You would love to have a family with no drama, a family that is not toxic. But guess what? You don't. You came to this world with these parents, with these siblings. You didn't choose that. Or maybe some people say that we choose our parents and siblings and everything because we need to get the lessons. But here we're not going to analyze it. Here we apply the tit for tat technique. We take out the emotion. Let me give you an example. Let's say that I have a sister and I am through hell and she knows that. She knows that I am through a very bad situation, through a very difficult divorce, through a huge issue with my kid, and she's not here to support me. She just texted me a couple of times like, how are you doing, hon? Is everything okay? And that was all. She is not here to support me. Guess what? Next time she's gonna have an issue, or next time she needs help, you're out of there. Disappear. Stop nagging. Stop crying. Stop saying things like, I wanted you to be closer to me. I've been through hell and you weren't there for me. She knows that you were not there for you. She's not a fool. It's her choice. So you need to respect her choice. Respect the way she sees the world, or your mother sees the world, or your father, or your cousin, your aunt, whoever you wanted to have a closer relationship with, whoever you think that hurt your feelings, that was not there for you, that didn't support you or didn't love you properly. Tit for tat here as well. Don't be available to people that are not available to you. If you have a toxic mother and if she is not able to understand her toxicity because she comes from a different place, it's not your job to show to her how toxic she can be, but it is your job to protect yourself. It is your job to protect yourself. Do you want me to say that one more time? Oh, it's my mother. She gave me birth. It's my father. It's my brother. We're talking about my brother. Are you crazy? This is what a good girl will go like. Did you get what you want from these people? Did they support you? Were they happy for you when you did something nice? Or did they want to form you and shape you in a way that you fulfill their dreams? When you had a difficult situation, like being there for you, like checking on you, like every single day, thinking about you all the time and thinking about ways to help you out. Were they there? The answer is no. Tit for tat again. Be very, very extra careful with the people that you have around you. And in order for you to protect yourself and to have balanced relationships, you really need to do tit for tat. When you have a friend that always remembers you once a month, you need to remember her once every 2 months. You need to put people in categories in your life. I hang out with this person because we can fool around. I hang out with the other person because the only thing that she can give me is this. You need to know what every person is able to give you, and you need to give back the exact same thing. So if you have this friend that she's not very open and talking about issues, supporting you emotionally, and she's always just like, let's go to this restaurant, let's go to this movie, take advantage of that. Take advantage of what she's giving you and use her as your night out to a nice place. This is called balance. So by doing tit for tat, you don't get hurt. You say, yeah, I know this is what she can give me, so I'm giving her the same thing. I've been through hell, and my sister was not here to support me with this very, very difficult divorce that I had. It's okay. She's always there to meet once a year and share some childhood memories together. This is what she can offer to me. It's okay. Take what she has to offer to you and give back to her the exact same thing, and you will be happy. This technique will solve any kind of dysfunctional relationship and will actually turn it into a very good experience. When you see people the way they are and not the way you wanted them to be, your life gets way easier. Mom is on the phone. Hey, are you coming for Christmas? Yes, I'm gonna be there. And then my sister is there, and then we laugh and we make jokes because we shared the same childhood. But if she calls me and she's like, I'm in a difficult situation and I think my husband is cheating on me, I am going to respond the exact same way that she responded to me when I was in need. I hope I make myself clear. Take your power back, girl. Do not get carried away by silly emotions. Do not get yourself trapped in situations that have nothing to offer to you. And now it's the time for my dirty secret. Okay, here we go. So I'm not going to give you a huge intro on that. I'm just going to show it to you. This is it. If you're watching this video and you know me personally, you know what I'm talking about or what I am about to talk about, right? So, a dirty secret that I have is that I have been a tarot reader for when I was 17. No, 16. This is where it started. And I got a huge reputation out of that. And people were coming to me and were like, our friends told us about you and we need a reading. And the truth is that I'm very good at it. So I started giving readings for myself, and then it went to my friends. And then the circle got bigger and I decided to do it professionally. Disclaimer here, this is nothing to do with therapy. This doesn't serve as a substitute for any medical situation. It's just entertainment, but I'm very good at it. And I'm very intuitive. Maybe this is why I'm very good at it. So I've been doing this for many years, and since my community here gets bigger and bigger, and I really appreciate all of you guys, I really feel the need to start sharing a little more about me. So this is the first step. So if you want to book a personal reading, you can always hit me up in the email in the description of the video, and I can give you all the details. I'm very good at it. Very good. So that was all for today. If you want a personal consultation with me, you can always hit me up in the email in the description of the video. See you on the next one. Tit for tat, girl. Don't feel sorry for them. Make them miss you. Make them regret mistreating you.